expensive in this box. We're upstairs in his collection room, which is amazing. But we got 2 Game Gears. We got some games down here. Boom, boom. We got all these.
Greetings. Welcome to episode 55. This is Container 19, part 2. Part 1 was sort of interesting. Let's see if part 2 will be any better. I have a World Series baseball that I already put in a protective box. So it is complete in the box. A fairly common game. Decent if you want to play baseball on the Sega Game Gear. Have another one in a protective box already. I must have bought some back in the past and started the process and then didn't finish, which is what I'm trying to finish now by going through all the containers. This is US Gold presents The Incredible Hulk. So we have complete in the box, The Incredible Hulk. Marvel Comics. I don't think any of the superhero games for Sega Game Gear went up in value with the emergence of all the superhero movies. I don't think all the superhero movies impacted the value of the Sega Game Gear games that were Marvel and DC based. So that's kind of interesting. I guess Sega Game Gear is just not as in demand as it should be. We have another one, X-Men Mojo World, another Marvel Comics game. 1 player, kids to adults. There is animated violence, so beware. Beware the animated violence. The X-Men face their most brutal adventure ever. Spiral, a beautiful 6-armed television producer and denizen of Mojo World, pits the X-Men against their all-time toughest foes in the ultimate televised slugfest, the greatest battles of the X-Men. If her scheme works, the citizens of Mojo World will tune in and she will become their new ruler. She does not sound friendly. We have a game in a bag in bubble wrap. And sticking with the Marvel Comics theme, we have Captain America and the Avengers. One player. Avengers Assemble. Team up with Captain America and the Avengers for the greatest battle ever. This game, I think, is worth a few bucks. Not a lot, but a few. It doesn't pop up all the time. This one, I can tell by the weight of it, is missing the game. So this is the box and the instruction manual for Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble. And I'm very confident that I have a loose copy of this game to toss in this box to make it complete. Very confident, because I know recently going through the box of loose games that I pulled out of here in part 1, I think there is a loose copy of this game in there. All right, looks like we're jumping across the world to Japan, where we have Super Monaco GP 2. I know I've showed this game before, but we have yet another copy for your enjoyment. We have Dragon Crystal, another Japanese game. does not want to focus, so we'll rely on the picture in the corner to give us a close-up of the box. My camera liked the bigger games, the US games. We have Headbuster from Japan, 1 or 2 players. This is a gear-to-gear cable game. Which I discussed in the last episode for this container 19, part 1, about the gear-to-gear cable. Let's see what else we have. We have Bare Knuckle, 1 to 2 players. Not digging it. So we have Bare Knuckle made in Japan in 1992 for Sega. This is Last Bible. This is an RPG. Made in Japan, 1995. So a little later in the release series of games. I don't know the title of this one because it's obviously in Japanese, but I will figure it out and put it on the screen. And it does not look familiar, so I'm not sure if I've shown this one before or not. But a picture of the game box and the title will be on the screen right now, so that we together can figure out what game this is. So then I can put it in a protective box, print out a label, put it down the spine, and it will never be in question as to what this game is called ever again. This is weird. It's in a bag, just a regular clear bag, that's tied into a knot at the top. That's really weird. It is a sealed copy of NHL Hockey. I don't know why I put it in a bag and then tied it off instead of putting it, like wrapping it in bubble wrap like all the other games. That's really weird. Maybe it came delivered like that and I just said, oh, okay, and then put it in a container. But I don't recall doing that. Have some paperwork. This looks like the European version of Virtua Fighter Animation in the European box. One player only, and it's an action game. The world's most famous fighters in the palm of your hand. Virtua Fighter Animation brings you all 8 characters from the arcade original, complete with their most powerful moves, 2 viewpoints, and a story mode on this whopping 8 meg cartridge. Whopping. How often do you hear the word whopping? Stuffed monkey it has a Sega label, it says not for sale, from Super Monkey Ball 2. I don't know why this is in here. That'll go in my pile of stuff to get rid of. Whoops. Sorry about that. We have a Sonic the Hedgehog bank from 1993. The slot is between his spikes right there, and it's missing the bottom plug. I had to have found this at a thrift store. I'll show it to you. It's just Sonic chilling, sitting there, waiting for you to jam money in his skull. I found it, was like, it's Sega! It's Sonic! I must get it! That'll go in my to-be passed-on pile. It's not really Game Gear specific. Unlike this Japanese game, Jurassic Park, not sure if this has been shown yet in a previous episode or not, but that's Jurassic Park from our pals in Japan, dated 1993. This one is double shrink wrapped. Tails Adventure. And this is in really good shape. The box is in really good shape. Doesn't want to focus up close, so I'll just kind of hold it back here. I always put a picture of the game box up on the screen, so when I run into situations like this, you don't have to like zoom in or squint your eyes. You'll be able to see the cover of the box from the picture in the corner. This one is really bubble wrapped. We have 2 layers. And I remember trying to track this game down. It's wrapped in clear plastic, so the stickers that are on here are on the clear plastic, not on the box, which is awesome. It is part 2, and I know that the game starts with a Y, but I can't begin to guess as to the exact title without looking it up. But it is part 2. I remember tracking this game down. Took a while. I had to be patient, and while still being persistent and looking for it, I finally got a mint complete copy. That is irrelevant. We have the European version of Taz-Mania. So the European release of Taz-Mania, 1 player only, action game. Not a thrilling game, but another European game to add to the collection. Oh my God. Why did I save all these? I'll have to pause the video for a second. And we are back. Sorry about that. Had a phone call come in. These are all the little mini games from McDonald's and Burger King. I don't know why I have these. This is not something that I would keep, so I'll have to find a new home for these, but it's a whole shoebox filled with those little handheld games. Those little Happy Meal or Burger King meal toys. And this one is Sonic from McDonald's, and it's all in silver. Was this rare, or was this a hard one to find? I don't know. It wasn't with the box of the other ones. So I'm not sure. Don't have any interest in that. Next up, we have, let me sit up for this one. We have another box of loose games. Most of them have the protective boxes around them, but I have spare boxes so I can put these games, these games into the clear boxes so they're all protected. And like marker on this one, I can easily get off, so I'll clean that up. But it is a wide variety, I'm sure, of games. It's boxes like this that I rely upon to complete games. So I have the empty box with the manual, and then these are the type of boxes that I go through to find the game, to bring it all together to make a complete in-box game. And the last thing in this let me do Sega Game Gear number 4 of 14. Tips 5 to 11 on cards 5 and 6. It's a little... I doubt that's going to focus. I'll put it on the screen. It's just a little card. There must have been a set of them. Sonic the Hedgehog tips. So maybe out there's a whole set of these type of cards, but I'm not familiar with those. And the last thing in the box is another box of loose games. So lots and lots of loose games that need new homes with boxes and manuals to make them complete. So, yeah, I'll be going through all these. Look at that. Right off the top, 3 copies of Mega Man. Loose copies of Mega Man. Ooh. Mega Man is a game that people love, and it tends to be a little bit more pricey for a loose cartridge, and even more pricey for a complete in-box copy. So that is Container 19 Part 2, and that's Container 19 in its entirety. So Episode 56, which will be in 1 week, will be Container 20 Part 1. So please take care of yourself in the meantime. I'll see you in 1 week, and be well.
But And I'm only saying this because I care. There are a lot of decaffeinated brands on the market today that are just as tasty as the real thing.